Hello, my lovely friend. Are you ready to do this new problem together? So let's get started. Here says a swimmer swims for 68 meter, 68 meter, and bring 36 degree. How far is the swimmer north of her starting point? First of all, let me draw the 68 meter is the distance that my swimmer swims. So, and the bearing I set from start, the bearing I will turn, it would be 36 degree until I face the finish point. So this length is 68 meter and the bearing would be 36. Either way. For part A, it says north of starting point. I am gonna find the distance. If I write smaller, it would be 68. Okay. So I am gonna find this distance for part A, and for part B it says east of her starting point. For part B I am gonna find this distance. I get it x and get this length y. So for part A I am gonna find y. To find y I should know these angles. We know this angle would be 90 degrees. So 90 degree minus 90 degree minus 36 gives me 54 degree. 54 degree I have here. These angles would be 54. Now I can use sine and cosine formula to find x and y. For part A, that says north of her starting point, that means I have to see how how many meters the swimmers goes up. That means this y. For this y, I always say I use the sine of the angle 54 equals the opposite side, which is y, over hypotenuse. Here is 68. So if I find the value of this sine, which is 0, this sine which is 0.81, and multiply, I try to cross multiplication here, multiply by 68, I will find y. So I get y equals is approximately 55 meters. Now I will go for x. I find all the value because I didn't like to waste time here. So when I explain the reason I write the final answer so fast, it's because before our class, I find all the value with calculator. But you can do it with yourself. Anyway, I will go for part B is of her starting point. That means I am gonna find it's my finish point um, for the east of her starting. I am gonna find x. For x, I can use cosine formula that says cosine of 54, the angle 54 equals the adjacent side, which is x, over 68. If you find the value of 55 with calculator, you will get it 0.59. Almost 0.59. And then I try to cross multiplication. So I say 68 times 0.59 equals x. So I get x equals, if you again calculate this multiplication, you will get 39.97 meters. We are done here. I hope you enjoyed. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe, share with your friends, and stay tuned. See you in next question or problem. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.